Hey guys, so this video is going to be the first of the series of starting the new you, and I think a lot of us had some goals last year that maybe we got close to or hit or didn't hit, or we just stopped altogether. And although we want to achieve our goals, sometimes we don't know how to do that. Or people say set a good goal, set a good goal. Well, where does that even start? If you don't know how to set a goal properly, then how can you even aim to achieve it? So we want to get a really clear target, and we really want to figure out how we're going to get there. So just for example, last year I lost like 65 pounds, and I did that by finally tweaking a couple things of really setting some different goals that I had done differently for myself and that I had done differently in the future. And here's a little bit of a scenario of maybe what I used to do is that I would set a goal and it would be lofty. Either I'm going to lose 60 pounds, 70 pounds. I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week. I'm going to work out for at least an hour. I'm going to, all these things I am going to, and all these things. Well, week to week, I didn't really have anything else to measure. I'd either hit 60 pounds or I hadn't, I'd either gone to the gym 5 days a week or not. And I felt like a failure when I didn't do these. And those were all great goals. But here's what would happen is like each year I'd set that same goal. Be like, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to get rid of sweets. I'm not going to eat sweets again. All these great things I was going to do. And then I would work. And I'd be like, no, this time you're not giving in to treats. This time you're not going to do it. And I would maybe make it 1-2 weeks or so. I'd work hard at the gym. Maybe I'd make it almost 7 days a week. I'd feel super sore. I'd, do all the right things. And then 2 weeks would come and I'd worked so hard. I just did everything. I poured my guts out into this, and I'd jump on the scale and nothing, or maybe 2 pounds. I'm like, what? I did all this work to lose 2 pounds? Or I'd go up in pounds. Maybe sometimes I was up 10 or, whatever. And then I'd feel so discouraged. I'm like, why am I working this hard to get nowhere? Sorry, my skin is so dry from the medications and surgery. So if I'm itching, I'm sorry. And I didn't put any makeup on because my skin is extremely irritated. So sorry. But that would be kind of the scenario. And then I just want to give up, or I'd cry, or I'd feel upset with myself. I'd be mad that I couldn't make it work. Or I thought, maybe weight loss wasn't for me. Maybe it was some magic pill or magic potion, and I just was not drinking it yet. And I had to keep looking for that thing. And that's basically the idea that social media and advertisers want to give you, because they need you to believe that their project, whatever they've got going on, is going to be the next thing that's going to get you skinny. Look at Jen, who was 50 pounds overweight. She started this tea, and now she lost weight effortlessly. And notice there's always that word, effortlessly. And I thought, man, I'm working so hard. What is wrong with me? Why can't I do this? Am I that broken? Do I have no willpower? And those are kind of the things that went through my brain. And I'm taking the time to share that with you because I want to teach you guys. I am not here to just give you the magical tool that will be the cure for all of your problems, because that's not how it works. And if you're looking for that, you'll never find it. Sorry, won't happen. And I get so mad at YouTube videos or do these simple tips and you will lose 20 pounds. No, that's not true. Some might lose 40, some might do 30, some might gain weight doing that. You don't know. Everybody is different. So learning how to set goals is our starting point, okay? So what did I do? What changed? What was different? How did I actually achieve that last year? Well, I had to get honest with myself, and I had to know that I was definitely doing some things that was hurting me. And I knew that if I could start to eliminate those things, maybe I wouldn't lose weight, but I would start to feel better about myself, that I didn't like myself very much. I wasn't nice to myself. I didn't like the way I looked. I sometimes didn't care about the way I dressed because I thought, what's the point? Nobody likes me anyways. I don't even like me. Why try? But I decided that those things needed to change, that no matter what, I wanted to be healthier. I wanted to be happier. And if my body wasn't going to change, then these were the things I needed to start to change. And hopefully my body would just follow suit. And that's nearly what happened. I said, I'm tired of diets. I am done dieting. I just want to find something that sounds appealing to me. I noticed that I was having trouble with my blood sugar. And so I picked a diet and I went with it. I thought, you know what? This low carb diet sounds right for me. I'm just going to stick to it. And this is what I want, to be healthy, not to lose weight, but to be healthy. And if the weight came off, that was great. If not, didn't really care at the moment. It was time for me to start taking care of me. And as I started doing these things, eliminating junk out of my life, I started to have to think better thoughts all the time. I had to start thinking, instead of, ooh, pasta and bread would be good, I thought, you know what? That's not very healthy for me. I love my body. I want to take care of my body. You know, what would be a better choice that sounds good? Okay, you know, actually, chicken does sound really good tonight. Let's do chicken and a salad. I like that idea. And I would just start making better corrections. Making better choices is really what it came down to. You know, instead of choosing to eat ice cream, I thought, no, you do not need ice cream, but maybe a berry cobbler. And I knew I started to overeat, and it tended to be at night. That needed to stop happening. So I would eat normal all day long, and then at night, my anxiety and nervousness and everything I didn't like about myself started to settle in, and I would act on those feelings by self-sabotage, either because I wanted to feel good or because I wanted to punish myself. It was one or the other. So then I would get out junk foods. I'd be like, ooh, popcorn sounds good, and then ice cream sounds good, and then chocolate sounds good, and then now I need bread. And it was a never-ending cycle, and I just kept eating these emotions and then wondering why I wasn't losing weight. So I knew that I needed to stop doing these. Your body gives you signals on what's good and what's bad for you. And I just decided to start listening to them. I needed to start paying attention no matter how I felt about it. I mean, I love pizza. That's my favorite thing. But I knew for a while I needed to give that up. And it might have been permanently, but I needed to be willing to do that. Coffee, anything. I realized it was the little things that I wasn't really ready to give up. Those were the things that were holding me back. That I loved fruit, but I'd tend to eat too much of it still. You know, I couldn't just eat a handful of grapes. I'd end up eating the whole bag. And that's still not healthy. I was not in control. So I wanted to start gaining control of my life and just making those little choices. I wanted to go to work out at the gym, not because I needed to punish myself or get myself to look better, but because I just wanted to feel good. So I started to go only as long as I enjoyed it. And I would not stay longer than 30 minutes to an hour. Once I got to the gym, it was usually 30, 45 minutes. I got in and I got out. I just did the things I felt like doing that day, but I alternated between legs, upper body, and abdomen, and then some combination balance stability muscles and stretching. And those were the things I'd focus on just a little bit every day. And before you knew it, those pounds started flying off because I started to see the changes. I started to enjoy the way my body was looking and understanding that treating me good had really good side effects that were happening. And that's how you set goals that are super simple, just the thing that's next in front of you. What's that next hard step? Maybe it's giving up your diet soda. Maybe it's giving up regular soda. Maybe it's giving up your snacks at night while you watch TV. Maybe it's giving up watching TV and going for a walk instead. Maybe it's, getting out and playing with your kids instead of just turning on the TV and letting them play while you go do other things. Getting up and taking a couple extra steps a day. It's wherever you're at, the next step you need to take, that's the one you need to take. That I didn't want to follow anybody else's success anymore. I didn't want to try anything that anyone else was doing. I wanted to do what worked for me and what was working for my life. And I just followed the next thing that was in front of my nose, wherever I felt led. I did what I felt right. At the beginning, I ate a lot of protein shakes because that felt right. After a while, I started to say, you know what? I could start to substitute this with real food and giving up processed foods. And it was a progression. I just kept taking the next step. I didn't eliminate everything all at once, and I didn't go low carb all at once either. It took me a whole summer. I just started cutting out the carbs just to see if it was something I even wanted to do. And I started feeling better. And that's how I knew it was something I want to do. And that's why if I want to eat an apple, I'm going to eat an apple. If I want to eat pizza, I'm going to eat pizza. The thing is, I'm listening to my body, so I naturally am drawn to a ketogenic, low-carb diet. But it's not because I'm trying to fit into the rules or because that's the cool thing or that's what somebody told me to do, or if I go over 20 carbs, then I'm not in ketosis or whatever else. I'm doing this because this is what's fit for my body. And that's what I'm here to help you guys, is to fit your own lifestyle for you and just be a better you every day. That's all it really took to lose that 60 pounds. And just dealing with the problem right in front of me. Let today worry about today. Let tomorrow worry about tomorrow. And instead of setting all these lofty goals, I just set goals for my day. Whatever I could do that day, okay? So maybe I don't have enough time to go to the gym today, but you know what? I do have 10 minutes. I'm going to do stretching as soon as I get home. And I would do that. Or I had a gap in my day. Dang it, a client canceled. Well, I guess I could go do some stretches or some wall push-ups or some wall squats in my room. Guess I could go clean something. Guess I could get up and move. Maybe I need to eat a snack. Maybe I need to drink some water. Just started making a checklist for myself to do healthy and active things. Instead of getting on my Facebook, I, went for a walk, did different things. But it just started with small things. And I just took that next step. There was no ultimatum. There was no, I'm going to do this, gung-ho, I'm solid, this is what I'm going to do. I just took the next step. And then it really became no big deal. I just reset my goal for the next day if it didn't work out. Whoops, thought I was going to make it to the gym. That didn't happen. Well, guess tomorrow I need to go to the gym. And that was about as simple as it was. Oops, accidentally had ice cream today. Really botched that up. What should I do for tomorrow? And I would change it. So no matter where you're at, whether you need to lose 100 pounds or you need to lose 2 pounds, your goals are all the same thing. It's to love you and treat you right and make a better choice for yourself. And only you know what that is. So stop listening to other things. Stop listening to their diets. Do this, lose 20 pounds. You guys have all the answers you already need. And that's the really cool part about this, is that you are the one who knows how to be the best you.